there, beautiful beings, and welcome to my sacred space. My name is Raven, and thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching it. Today, I'm here to give you a flip through and a little bit of a review of the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. This is a deck published by US Game Systems. I initially thought that this is a Los Scarabeo deck just because of the packaging, but it's not, and that's very interesting. But look at that. It is heavy. It is a heavy box. It is thick. And as you can see, this is not a new deck. It is actually gifted by the generous and lovely Anna Quarian Sense. Thank you so much for sending this to me. I'm quite keen to see all of the images because I didn't look at it after I did my initial unboxing video, the haul. If you're interested to see, it's just there in my playlist. The moment that I got the box from Anna, I went through the first box and I opened the decks and had my somewhat first impressions. But today we're going to have a look at all of the cards. So let's read. It says, a stunning compilation of tarot collages from the artwork of late Middle Ages and early Renaissance. The poignant images evoke a feeling of gentle beauty and human frailty while remaining true to the tradition of the Rider-Waite symbolism. Nice. I'm actually quite keen to see this. I immediately forgot that this one has luxurious gilding. Just very, very stunning. I am a magpie, so I do love my gilded decks. But anyway, if you're here to just have a look at the images, please feel free to go to my description box, as I will put the timestamp there. I usually give a little bit more airtime to the guidebooks because why not? So, having said that, let's go through it. It's a little bit topsy-turvy. I mean, not really topsy-turvy, but it's not fully aligned, but there's nothing wrong with that. Look at the binding. Very nice, right? And it is thick. And they used nice paper. Very interesting. Okay, I don't want to flip it too much. So this is a deck by Cat Black, published in 2003 initially, first edition. And wow, they even provided the source artwork, which I think is very proper and fitting. Acknowledgements. Okay, so for people who are very much into art, I guess this is a deck that would be great for you. I mostly buy decks not just because I want to use them, right? Well, of course I do want to use them. I do want to bond with them. I do want to feel the energy that they give off. But at the same time, I do like looking at the images. It's one of my favorite things, appreciating the artwork of other people and realizing that these images are not just images. They do have deeper meanings and they're able to convey the messages for each of the cards. So that's very interesting to me. So I do like it. And that's one of the reasons why I could continue purchasing new decks and to appreciate art. I was a cut and paste kid. That's very fun. So I think she talks about what got her into art, I guess. She's a web developer. Okay, that's cool. And then you have tarot spreads, card of the day, Celtic cross, the horseshoe spread. So she provided like maybe 3 spreads, but that's fine. And then you have Major Arcana. So there's no description as to what a Major Arcana is. Maybe I missed it, but it automatically goes on to the meaning of the cards. So here we have Major Arcana, the Fool, and the woman with a faraway look sings to herself in the beast. Okay, so that's great. They actually provided a description of the art as well. And then the meaning is here, and then you also get the reversed meaning. I mean, it's small. The guidebook is small, but it is concise. And this is very interesting to me, how they provided, of course, you can see the deck. The cards, but at the same time, they provided a description, which is pretty cool. Very amazing to see a lot of information. And it is quite thick, by the way. Even though it goes throughout, it doesn't. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, look. I guess that's one of the reasons why this is thicker. I'm guessing they somewhat provided more information for minor arcana cards. Let's see. So you have here the description of the card, the meaning, the reverse meaning, and at the same time, multiple threes in a spread. The three threes mean lies and deception. For threes indicate resolution will soon be made on the situation in question, or a decision will at least be made on which way the current will progress. That's so cool. They provided like additional information, like if you like how you read your spread. You know, sometimes you can get more than one is or whatnot. So that's actually pretty cool. Oh, okay. So this is where it got thick. So you have the sources. Oh, man. That's interesting. Okay, so she did mention, I read it somewhere earlier, that she's a web developer. So I'm guessing she's also into art, right? She also wrote there that she's a cut and paste girl or kid. So it's pretty cool because I initially thought that these are full images on their own, like these are full paintings. However, looking here, I think what she did was she kind of like, okay, she got this somewhere else, and then she got maybe, it even says here, silly hat. So I'm guessing she got the silly hat from another painting and then made a digital collage. That's why I saw digital collage earlier. I thought I wasn't thinking, that's very interesting. Okay. Look, sources for the Five of Cups. So you have different elements in the actual card, and then you have, ooh, that's very interesting. This is a very handy guidebook. A lot of information in it, so that's pretty cool. Now let's have a look at the cards. Oh, by the way, it came in with these two additional cards. What I usually say whenever I get these, people just throw them away or just keep them in the boxes, but I think they serve additional purpose. Like, for example, if you happen to, I don't know, maybe ruin one of the cards or whatnot, it flew on your candle while you're doing your reading, you can always just write the meaning or write the missing card here, and it has the same backing, so that's pretty cool. Just a little bit of tarot tip for everyone. Okay, now I'm gonna pull a card just so that I can give you a comparison, because the size is, oh yeah, this one's pretty much the same. I mean, it's a little bit wider, I guess. This is, I think, your typical make plain cardstock, but it is quite similar in height to a usual tarot deck. Interesting. Okay. As you can see, this deck has gorgeous gilding on the side. It doesn't feel rough at all. It feels so smooth. I like it. It's not the cheap gilding. It has a rich golden color. Oh gosh. It can blind you. It's very nice. And then the backing is also wonderful. I love how it's so simple, but it's very elegant. Okay, now I'm going to give you the flip through. Okay, which way is up? This is not going to be in order because, as I've mentioned, this is a deck gifted by Anna of Anaquarian Sense, and I'm not going to go through the chronological order. I'm just going to proceed with the flip through. Alright, let's go ahead. And voila! That's the full flip through of The Golden Tarot by Cat Black. I really enjoy the images here. It's so wonderfully done. Really, I had a look at the cards initially when I did the unboxing for the whole first box that I received from Anna. And man, I never would have guessed that these are digital collages. They're so refined. I mean, the art style is exactly similar to, you know, some of the artworks from, I don't know, I would say Baroque period, Renaissance period, you know. But yeah, it's so seamlessly done, and I think it's very interesting. Some of the images are, you know, you would see that they are collages. Like some of them would have different tint, but not all. I guess like different levels of saturation in the color and the sharpness, but it doesn't really. I love this death card, by the way. It's so pretty. I wanted to say pretty. It does look very pretty. I love how pale she is, and there's like this, you know, skeleton over there, and the angels are, you know, what are they doing? Are they preparing her for death or whatnot? I don't know. A lot of symbolisms in the images, and I was actually looking for the Nine of Swords because I wanted to show you something. But this, look at this. The Nine of Swords is just really, you know, thinking of something mischievous. Which, where is it? Yeah, look at that. Like, I love this because, you know, the Nine of Swords is a card that symbolizes anxiety, sleepless nights, you know, how when you get so worked up in your own head, like, you know, you have to think, you know, you don't have to believe everything that you think, but sometimes, you know, it's so difficult to curb that. And I love how there's this dog here that reminds me of a hellhound. I think it's very interesting that it's there because sometimes, you know, our mind act as this dog. You know, it creates the fear for us, even though there's really no present danger. Sometimes we allow ourselves to wallow in our own misery by, you know, believing everything that we think. And, you know, I know I'm just here to give you the flip through, but I felt the need to say that for anyone out there who must, I don't know, need to hear or receive this message. My guides told me to express that, so I did. Oh, I forgot to mention. Let's move that there. So, you know, if you're going through anything like that, I know this is not the proper video to say this, but if you are feeling that sometimes, like if you're having anxious thoughts, you know, just take deep breaths and acknowledge the thoughts, and then just allow yourself to calm down and dissipate that thought. You won't. I don't know. It's not really that easy to like let go of that thought. But what the best thing that you can do is acknowledge it, and then it won't pester you as much. Acknowledge it, but don't believe it, okay? Now that I have that out of the way, I wanted to talk about the cardstock. It is a thick deck. Thick cardstock. Well, the deck itself is pretty thick, but you know, the cardstock, whoopsies, is pretty good as well. As you can see, it is reflecting my cute light over there, the ring light. So it is not a matte deck. It is just, you know, glossy, but not super gloss. It is quite glossy. But anyway, it is a gorgeous deck. Let me try to shuffle this. Oh, it is a little bit easy to bend. Okay, no, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Okay. I'm sorry you had to hear my gasp. Okay, see, that's the reason why it's difficult for me to shuffle cards. I do have small hands, but this one shuffles well. Let me try to shuffle it this way. Shuffles perfectly this way as well. Yeah, it's so smooth, and regardless, you know, it doesn't fly off. So I think this is a very, right when I said it doesn't fly off, you know what? No, what I mean is, you know, some smooth cards really just slip like that, but this one is not super slippery, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Anna, for sending this deck to me. I appreciate the imagery. I love how it's wonderfully done. I do appreciate how many times did I say appreciate in one breath? I think that's 3 times, but really I do appreciate artists who are so good in their craft. I think, you know, I think I'm gonna have to have this deck be adopted by my good friend Anna Katrina as well. So there you go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. I do respond to your queries as soon as I can. If you enjoyed this video, if you got something out of it, please feel free to like this video or consider subscribing to my channel for future videos like this. Thank you so much, beautiful souls, and have a blessed day. Bye!